All right, guys, so I'm back out in the bush today to try and fix my maple syrup lines up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down a line. This is a new line I added in the other day. So what's happening is I got a lot of branches that are touching the line and I want to clear that off. So I've brought the Stihl GTA what's this, a 26 out to try and cut all these branches off the line and make it clear. I've actually got 2 lines that I've got to do, so we're going to do that today and hopefully clear these lines up. And I do want to add one more line in, but I don't know if I'm going to get that far today. So let's see how this thing works. I've only used it once, yeah, let's see how well it works. So take the cover off, got the little guard there. So we'll just work on this part first, just clear a couple branches off this pine tree, then we'll work our way up the hill. All right, that one looks good like that. I may cut this branch off here just to keep this one area clear over there. There we go. So we'll work our way up the hill. All right, so we got some big branches here, so I'm gonna cut these all off so that they're not touching this. I may even cut a couple of these off just so that they're not hanging over. Because if you do get a windstorm, sometimes these branches fall, and you don't want these branches falling onto the lines and pulling them down. And that way, as well as I'm walking, it'll make it easier for me to walk through the bush to get to these lines if I need to. Although we're not really actually in the bush yet, but okay. I'll come clear these branches up later on. And this snow is deep in here as well, so it's a little bit, can be fun. So when I laid this line out, what I did was pulled it all nice and tight, and then I actually wouldn't put my drop lines in, which was probably a bad idea because once I went and cut all these branches off, my line actually started to sag some more because we had all this extra room where some of the branches were holding the line tight, and now it's gone loose. So I went up back the hill after I did all this, and I went and I retightened all the lines. But now what's happened is the drop lines I've put into where I want the trees to be are now all off by quite a bit, and they're not reaching the trees now, so I'm gonna have to go back and either get longer drop lines or move my lines back a bit. I'm most likely just gonna add a longer drop line in to reach the tree so I don't have to cut more holes in the line and then have more holes in the line or more connectors, because that could create more problems for airflow or bubbles getting in the airline if I don't get it tight enough. So that was kind of a problem I had, but I am hopefully going to try and fix that next time I do another line and I don't do that again. All right, so I have to go up this hill here, which is going to be fun and sketchy, but hey, I should be coming down the hill. So I'm going to cut a couple of these branches off that I couldn't get off yesterday with just my hands, so I do want to kind of keep this area clear so when I'm walking through here to tap the trees, I can actually get in here easier. Down here and take off. All right, there we go.
Yeah. All right. That's the only bad part about this part of the property is I got this 2 stop lines coming down this really steep hill, so there's no real good footings in here. And sorry, I am still feeling a little bit sick for some reason. I just cannot shake whatever I have, so I may be out of breath and not sounding too good. Okay, we'll go back up the hill now and do some more. Okay, I'm not sure if you can tell how steep this hill is on camera, but it is pretty steep. We did have a ton of rain yesterday, so you can see it's melting all the snow now. But again, it's snowing again right now, so. And as I'm doing this, I may have to go back up and retighten the lines because some of these branches here, I can tell this one's pretty loose here, but with the branches touching the trees here, or sorry, the branches touching the line, it does put some slack on it, so you want the lines as tight as you can possibly get them. So that's not bad. Actually, there's my other line here. So I'm gonna clear some of this up over here too. I'm just gonna cut these ones right down so they're off the line. You can see how much tension's on here. So I'm gonna probably have to come back and take this all off or retighten it. This little saw is working pretty good. So this one right here just loosened right up because it had all the slack or tension with this branch here. So I am gonna have to go, I'm gonna have to retighten this whole thing up because it just dropped right down. So probably gonna walk the line again once we're done this to tighten these lines back up. But I knew that was going to happen because now you can see how floppy this line is, and up at the top there it's back on the ground. Actually, I may go tighten it up right now. So all I have to do is pull it around this one tree and loop it around, which I think I fixed this line up yesterday, but I'm going to have to refix it up again just because I did put a connector on here, but it's around the tree a few times. So I will probably go and put another connector on this one and fix this one up, but when we get to that point, I'll show you. So we'll do this for now, and then we'll see. So there we go. That's back to being tight. But like I said, I'm gonna have to walk the line again because this line at the top now is all falling down some and touching the ground. I want it up higher, so we'll just clear this stuff out of the way. Find a spot to put it so it's not in the way of the walkway as I'm walking down, trying to tap the trees and walking over the branches. There we go. So so like I said, I got a couple lines here, so I may try and go and get this one here done. Take some branches off this tree here. Okay, so this is gonna be the hard one to stay up on, but we'll see what we can do. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I was making this line because I don't know how I'm going to tap these trees. See this tree in front of me? You can't tap that one anyway, so that's fine. There we go, that's off that line now. Let me try and take this one up of here as well. This is very steep hill. Sliding as I'm trying to come up it. Okay, so come back down is the hard part as well. I got down no problem yesterday because there's a lot of snow in the ground here, but you see it's all melted off now. Oh yeah. Okay, so we'll go back up and see how we get up this hill. Oh, all right, I just took a tumble coming up that hill, which was not fun, but hey. I cut these little branches off of this one here. Okay, get this little cedar guy out. Oh, you know what? Think about a battery. Maybe not. There we go. That was another one that just detensioned it. Yeah, I think about a battery. I think I only have a battery for this, so I think as far as I wanted to, but we got something done. I'll have to go back home, charge this battery up, and then we can come back and finish it off. But what we can do is go and fix this line up, make it more tight,